Thank you for being here with us at Elbert Martin STEM Academy this afternoon. We have a delightful presentation that's going to honor a lot of people today, and we're also going to have a lot of kids that are going to perform, and we get to see exceptional talent today, so we're very excited about that. I would like to now introduce Lucy Patton for the welcome.
Good afternoon. My name is Lucy Patton. We welcome everybody to this year's Elbert Park Veterans Day Recognition Assembly. This is our time to pause from our normal school activities to reflect upon the freedoms that we all possess and honor. We have these privileges because of many men and women that are serving in our armed forces. Today's assembly will be an opportunity to enjoy some of our talents that our fellow students are performing in. Students, we thank you ahead of time for your attention and respect for everybody in this assembly.
Good afternoon. My name is Quentin Bakey. At this time, will you please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and remain standing for the national anthem being played today by the Helford Park Band. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please remain standing. Band, choir, and orchestra will now perform a few patriotic songs.
Another great job for our students here at Helfrich Park, because it just always amazes me at the level of talent that we have once our students get out and perform. So well done, outstanding job. At this time, I would like to introduce Emma Fields.
Good afternoon. My name is Emma Fields. Today's speaker is Jared Brenner, a United States Air Force veteran from 1966 and 1970. He was a nuclear weapons specialist and a member of the United Veterans Memorial Club. Please give retired U.S. Air Force Specialist, Mr. Brenner, a warm Helford welcome.
Such a nice, warm welcome. I appreciate it. I want to say also with all the members with music, remember one thing, it stays with you the rest of your life. I want to clarify one thing. I am a member of the Retired Veterans Memorial Club. What we do is supply military rights to deceased veterans. As a matter of fact, I just came from one. And I had the honor of folding and presenting the flag. Now, 1961, I graduated from St. Wendell Grade School. No idea what I was going to do. Went into high school, graduated from Honor Day in 65, the same thing. Except I went to ITT Technical Institute in the fall of 65 studying electronics. Now, I've been in electronics for 6 months, really not knowing again, after I graduate, okay, I'm going to be a radio repairman or TV. In 66, I had a wild, harebrained idea, join the service. I went down, let's see, the recruiter was at the old post office place downtown. And I remember going down to the ramp. Why the Air Force? Mainly because number one was the start of escalation of the Vietnam War. I had a student deferment. I didn't have to go to the service, and I couldn't swim, so I couldn't join the Navy. So I figured what else is left? Join the Air Force. Next thing I know, I'm on a bus to Indianapolis and taking a physical, raise your right hand, take the oath. I'm on a bus to the airport, and welcome to Lackland, Texas. Nice and hot down there, and 4 weeks of interesting training, because what happens is, like they say, the military is your mother, your father, your brother, everybody. You're part of the family. One of the first things you do is learn military protocol. You learn chain of command, you learn how to march, and yes, they did cut everybody's hair like they always show on TV. The thing is that it gives you a confidence. Not only that, it teaches you how to live away from home. Because before that, I was born and raised on a farm, knew nothing about how to take care of myself. I didn't know how to sew buttons on shirts, so at least I had one advantage. The thing is, you marched from your barracks to the chow hall to your classes. Yes, you did go to school in basic training because you had to learn the different rules and regulations of the military. We marched to the obstacle course, the rifle range, and I might add too, one of the nice things about the Air Force is I fired a rifle once, and that was to qualify. You know, you hear about all the other branches of the service, you have to train on your different weapon systems and everything. Not me. After I got out of basic training, I was sent to Lowry Air Force Base in Denver, Colorado. You know, you wake up in the morning, you see the beautiful Rocky Mountains in the distance, and sometimes you can see the snow and everything falling while it's nice and sunny in Denver. At that point, my electronics training did pay off because the specialty that I went into was nuclear weapons. Well, to get into that school, I had to go to school another 6 weeks to learn the electronics the Air Force way. After that, then we went into nuclear weapons training. You learned how to tear them down, how to fix them, even learned how to spray paint. Now you think it's interesting, but the thing is weapons and any other equipment in the military has to be done, number one, by a specific color, and it has to be done in a certain way. So, you know, you learn how to spray gun, and then also with the tools and everything. I was originally supposed to be sent to Norfolk, Virginia, but they decided to send me to Germany. Now the thing is with nuclear weapons is the fact that also I was in a military, in a missile system over there. As I tell people, I would spend 26 months at 60 feet underground babysitting 4 Negro-tipped cruise missiles. I knew what my targets were, but even to this day, I will not disclose them. I know things about nuclear weapons, the same thing. One of the things is, you're talking 50-something years. You don't forget it. Being a veteran is not a 1, 2, 3, 4-year program. It's something that stays with you your lifetime. At various times through my life, okay, I knew I was in the Air Force and everything like that. The thing is that subconsciously it stays with you. And one of the things too is like, we meet down at the VFW when we go to military funerals. When you get a bunch of veterans together, now I might say we've got Army, Navy, Air Force, and Marines as a cohesive unit to do military funerals. The thing is we harass each other because each branch of the service fights. And I don't care what branch of the service is, but it's bantered, but in a good way. But when we become a unit to service others, we become a cohesive unit. The other thing too is that what people don't understand is civilians do not understand how that works. But in case of trouble, it's like anything else. We as military are ready to serve even today. We are ready to be called up because when we take that oath, is we are to defend our enemy, both domestic and foreign. So we stay with that. And it's good because the other thing is you build up a relationship among people. When you're service, like on a missile system, there were 7 of us on a crew from different ways of life. Some of them were lifetime members, and some of them were just like 4-year members. But you become a cohesive unit. You learn how to work together. And that's what you've got to learn to do. Even in school, it's like study together. Sometimes somebody will come up with an idea like, hey, this is how we solve a problem. This is what we've got to do. We've got to understand what America's about. We've got to understand our patriotism because, we are the best country in the world. Sometimes we don't think so, but you look at some of the troubles around the world. We are the best country in the world. We have so much more to give each other. The thing is, as a military unit, if we don't have a good military, how are we going to defend ourselves against our foreign enemies? So we have to develop a military, we have to enjoy it. And the only thing I regret was not staying in 20 years. And anybody that joins the service, I encourage them to, because really, it's not a bad life. They give you 3 meals a day, they give you uniforms, they teach you a trade, because even like aircraft engine mechanics, when they get out of the service, you can go to work for any airline. Like myself, the field that I was in is really not that much. But the thing is, it taught me how to work together, how to do things efficiently. And that's what you've got to learn how to do. How to become a unit, how to be proud of your country, and how to study and plan your future. Because now is a good time to set yourself for your future. Enjoy yourselves, enjoy your grade school and any other school. Don't do like a lot of us do. It's like, oh boy, I can't wait to get out. Enjoy it, be part of it, be involved, and be together. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Brenner, for those enlightening words. And on behalf of the Helper Park family, we sincerely appreciate you and all the veterans for your service. Let's give them one more round of applause. At this time, please enjoy God Bless America that will be performed by the Helper Park Choir.
We will be singing the chorus 3 times, and the 3rd time we ask that you sing it with us. I think most people probably know this, and we ask that you sing the last time with us.
Outstanding job, choir, with that God Bless America. This time, we'd like to recognize recognition of the armed services. What we're going to do is just pass the mic. So if you'll please introduce yourself, the branch of the military you are in, and also your years of service and the student that you're here with. We greatly appreciate that.
Al Dent, U.S. Navy, 1966 to 70. I'm here with my grandson, Harrison Gordon. Bernie Schaefer, United States Air Force. I can relate to every minute that you talked about. I appreciate that. I did the same trip. Here with Jared Holocaust, that tall, skinny guy back there.
Tony Montgomery, USMC, 2 years, and we did Jared Polkoff.
Larry Osmond, Navy, 66 to 70. I'm here with my grandson Ethan and my granddaughter Lady and Noah.
I'm Ezekiel Townsend. I'm here for Caleb Townsend back there in the choir. Joined up last year in the Navy, and that's about it. Bonnie Townsend, United States Marine Corps, 1982, 1986, United States Army, 1987 and 1995. I'm here for Caleb Townsend.
I'm Joseph Green, U.S. Air Force, 2016 to present, and got about 17 more years. Here with little sister Lydia Green.
I'm Robert Haynes. It's my grandson Luke Moore. I put 20 years in. 1960, I graduated from Wrights High School. I appreciate everything. Thank you.
In the Navy from 97 to 03, and I'm here with Peyton Weeks.
Hi, my name is Melissa Meeks. I'm here with Peyton. I was in the Navy as well from 98 to 2003.
Carol Fetcher. I'm here with Colton and Peyton Fetcher. I was in the Navy from 69 to 72.
United States Army. I'm here with my granddaughter, Kennedy Ryder, from 1967 to 1971.
Thomas Appel, United States Navy Hospital Corpsman, 1962 to 65, here with Ella and Ann Thomas.
Jesse Warner, Army National Guard, from 84 to 90. I'm here with my son, Joseph Warner.
Charlie Long, U.S. Army, reserve 61 to 69. Here with my two grandsons, Nate and Wes Harrington.
My name's Jim Hall. I was in from 1958 to 1962, and they got me again from 63 to 67 in the Air Force. I'm here with my granddaughter, Abby Hall.
Steve Hall, U.S. Navy, from 66 to 70. I'm here with my granddaughter, Iris Crawford.
Eric McDaniel, I'm here with my daughter, Morgan McDaniel, U.S. Army, 2001 to 2012.
Justin Gatling, United States Navy, 95 to 99. Here with my daughter, Ireland.
I spent from 94 to 96 in the Army, and then from 97 until 2012 in the Air Force. I'm here with my two kids, Janie and Bryson.
I'm Parker. I was in the U.S. Army. I'm here with my niece Ava Sears, and I served from 2005 to 2011.
My name is Rick Gregory. I served in the Navy from 72 to 74. I'm here with my granddaughter, Addison.
Hi, I'm Jay Chandler, retired Army Colonel, 36 years of active duty, and I'm here with Addison.
I'm Tom Reed. I was in the Air Force from 67 to 71. I'm here with my grandson, Gavin.
Jim Lindenberg, United States Army National Guard, with Connor Hurt.
I'm Sherry Smith. I'm here with Xander Smith. I served in the United States Army from 1981 to 84, and in the reserves from 84 to 2007.
Cable, I'm here with my great nephew Landon Bryant, and I was in the Army from 1970 to 1971.
Gerald Salee, Vietnam veteran, Air Force, 64 to 68. Proud to be in the Air Force. My grandson, Xavier Salee.
J.R. Jones, active duty Marine Corps, 79 to 83. I'm here with Captain Cleelton.
69 71. I'm here with my two granddaughters, Allison and Brooke Bishop.
92, 96, here for my niece, Alyssa King.
I'm Brandon Kelly. I served in the United States Marine Corps from 2003 to 2007, and I'm here with Jared Kelly.
Hello, I'm Jim Elkins. I served in the Navy from 1970 to 1990. I'm here with my granddaughter, Addison McDonald.
John Bryant, served Marine Corps for 1970 to 76. I'm here with my grandson, Grant Hall.
Mike Shealy, U.S. Navy from 67 to 71. I'm here with my favorite and only granddaughter, Nora Miller.
Good afternoon. My name is Ava Traylor. I would like to thank everyone who has spoken or served in the armed forces that we have honored at today's assembly. This recognition might be one of the most important events of the year here at our school. It is where we all come together to honor and thank those who allow us to have the freedom to be able to learn, laugh, and live. As we move forward, we must work to preserve our freedoms. We must put them into action. For example, by voting in elections or speaking out against injustices. We must also ensure that everyone feels the benefits of freedom. And we can do that by volunteering in our communities or teaching others what it really means to be an American. Veterans Day isn't just a day for veterans. It is a day for all Americans. It's a day to remember why they were fighting and a day for all of us to begin our journeys of protecting our freedom and freedom of many future generations. Thank you for honoring our veterans today. Let us walk toward tomorrow still honoring them by living in the freedom that they protected.
Thank you, TJ and Lucy, for that presentation of touts. Let's give our performers, veterans, one more round of applause for them. Outstanding job by all. So at this time, what we will do is we will head into dismissal, and we will head out with 6th grade, heading out at this time through those doors.